Logically, if a woman shows less interest in you, you should naturally feel less interest in her. That just makes sense. If a store raises the price of a plain white t-shirt to $500 and slaps you in the face when you walk in, you leave the store. So why is it that the moment a girl starts taking 6 hours to text you back, your brain goes, hold on, I think I love her. You weren't even sure if you liked her on date 2. You were literally sitting across from her thinking, her laugh sounds like a wet flip-flop. But the second she pulls back, suddenly she's Jessica Alba, and you're pacing around your apartment, staring at your phone. I'm gonna break down the psychology of why your brain pulls this scam on you. And more importantly, how men break out of this loop for good. Let's jump in. The first reason you're chasing harder has nothing to do with her. It's basic neuroscience. It's called intermittent reinforcement. And now that I've impressed you with a term I totally didn't Google, let me explain what it is. It's basically the reason casinos exist. If you put a coin in a vending machine and a soda pops out every single time, it's boring. You don't think about the vending machine. But if you put a coin in a slot machine and sometimes the screen lights up saying, you are a winner, you're a winner, other times you lose, and sometimes it just takes your dollar and makes a weird crunching noise, your brain drowns in dopamine. When she was replying instantly, she was a vending machine. Reliable, boring. But the second her replies became unpredictable,
and boom goes the dynamite.
Welcome to the Bellagio. You're no longer dating, you're gambling. You aren't texting a human being, you're pulling the lever on a slot machine hoping to get that hit of validation. So when she sends you a text that doesn't even really mean anything good for you, like, hey, sorry, super busy day, your brain goes, we just hit the jackpot. We're rich. Nope. The odds are she's sending a pretty strong signal that she doesn't really care. And you've trained your brain to be pumped about this. Reason number 2 isn't attraction. It's your ego trying to repair itself. When someone pulls away from you, your brain doesn't register it as, gotcha, we just aren't a match. On to the next one. It registers it as a loss of status. Your ego panics and says, wait a minute, I'm a good guy. I drive a 26 Dodge Durango. I have my life together. She can't reject me. So you double down. You send a longer text. You try to plan a cooler date. You try to convince her. But here's the trap. The more effort you invest to fix her lack of interest, the more valuable she becomes in your mind. At the same time, this makes you even less valuable in her eyes. It's called the sunk cost fallacy. You're like a guy who bought a terrible stock at 50 bucks, watched it crash to 5 bucks and decided, you know what? I'm gonna invest my life savings into this sinking ship to prove everyone wrong. Just like me buying a lot of silver. It's been rough. You aren't necessarily chasing her. You're chasing the version of yourself that didn't feel rejected. So how does a man that's sought after handle this? What's the actual internal shift? It comes down to one fundamental principle. Interest is a prerequisite for your attention. A self-contained man doesn't measure a woman's value solely by how attractive she is, how funny she is, or how great her Instagram looks. He also measures her value to him by her availability and enthusiasm towards him. If a woman is distant, cold, or lukewarm, she isn't a puzzle to be solved. She's just a bad investment. There's also the possibility that she's testing to see how you react, but that's for a different video. When a woman pulls back, a low value response is to lean in and chase. A fruitless and exhausting way to respond is to play games, wait 4 hours to text back, pretend you're busy. But the true high value response? You just let her go. Not out of anger, not out of bitterness, not to make her miss you. You drop the rope because you genuinely don't have the bandwidth to convince an adult woman that you're worth talking to. When this is truly who you are, that's when you start being the one that's chased. That's when you start getting those thinking about you or excited to see you again texts. But it can't be a performance. Women are much more in tune with their intuition than men and will smell fake from a mile away. So the next time you feel that itch in your chest, the anxious urge to send a check-in text because she's been quiet, stop. Put the phone down. Ask yourself one honest question. Am I interested in her, or am I just hooked on trying to make her like me? If she wants to step back, let her. Give her the space to miss you, or give her the space to walk away entirely. Either way, your life stays peaceful. If this hit home or you'd like help on your specific circumstances, book a free call in the link below. I'm Coach Jake, and I'll see you in the next one.